Hello everyone, what's good? Welcome to Young Einstein. Today we'll be talking about the topic arithmetic progression. So before we get into the video, please make sure you subscribe and leave comments on other topics you'd like me to touch. So arithmetic progression, probably you've heard of this. So the short form AP. The short form for arithmetic progression is AP. And another name for arithmetic progression is linear sequence. Another name for arithmetic progression is linear sequence. So an arithmetic progression shows a gradual change in the value of terms by a common difference. It shows a gradual change in the value of terms by a common difference. Example, take this sequence for example. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on. So there's a common difference in between the terms. Like from 2 to 4, if you try 4 minus 2, you get 2. Try 6 minus 4, you get 2. Try 8 minus 6, you get 2. Try 10 minus 8, you get 2, and so on. So you see that there's a common difference in between 10, and the common difference in this case is 2. So you say 2 is the common difference, and common difference is represented by the letter D. Now the first term of the series or the sequence is usually represented with the letter A. So the first term is A, the common difference is D. So the second term represented by T2, the third term represented by T3, the fourth term represented by T4, and so on. So in general, the nth term represented by Tn. So if it's the 21st term represented by T21, that's just it. So the common difference, the formula for common difference, just subtract successive terms from each other. That's T2 minus T1, or T3 minus T2, or T4 minus T3. That's the formula for common difference. So anyone, you can even use T10 minus T9, T21 minus T20. As far as the terms are successive, that is after this is this, or before this is that. So that is how you can get your common difference of an arithmetic progression. So let's consider something now. T1, that is the first term. Like I've said, is represented by A. T1 is represented by A. Now T2. To get your second term, that is T2, you have to add the common difference to the first term. You have to add the common difference. Just like, take for instance this first sequence we use, 2, 4, 6, 8. From the first term was 2. To get the next term, which is 4, you have to add 2. 2 plus 2 will give you 4. The 2 are adding is the common difference. So to get our second term, we always add the common difference. That is, to get the next term, always add the common difference. So to get T2, we add the common difference, that is D to T1, and already T1 is A, so that will be A plus D. So that will be A plus D. To get T3, you have to add D to T2. To get T3, you have to add D to T2, and already T2 is A plus D, so you're adding D to A plus D. That will give you A plus 2D. To get T4, you add D to T3, and already T3 is A plus 2D. So adding D to A plus 2D, you get A plus 3D. So now A plus 3D is T4. Now to get T5, you add D to T4. That will be A plus 3D plus D. That will be A plus 4D. So you can see, for the fifth term, it was A plus 4D. For the fourth term, it was A plus 3D. For the third term, it was A plus 2D. You can see that if the fifth term now, the coefficient of D is reduced by 1. That is, from 5, it was reduced from 5 to 4. For the fourth term, the coefficient of D is reduced by 1 to 3. For the third term, the coefficient of D is reduced by 1 to 2, and so on. So the general formula is Tn. For the nth term, the general formula for nth term is Tn is equal to A plus, open bracket, n minus 1D. The n minus 1 is just illustrating the fact that you reduce the term by 1. So if you're looking for the 10th term, it will be A plus 10 minus 1, that will be 9. A plus 9D. If you're looking for the 10th term. If you're looking for the 30th term, it will be A plus 29D. If you're looking for the 30th term, it's A plus 29D. If you're looking for the 15th term, it will be A plus 14D. That's the easy way to do it. So let's look at some examples. So let's look at number 1 example. Okay. what is the last term of 15, 19, 23, 27, and so on if the number of terms are 35? So they're giving us a series and we're being asked to get what the last term is, and they said there are 35 terms in this series. So first of all, this series, they did not specify it from the question. They did not specify that it is an AP. Of course, we know it's an AP because the topic now is AP. That is arithmetic progression. They did not specify it's an AP. So first of all, if you see this kind of question coming out in an exam, you first determine it yourself if it is an AP. So how do you get if a series is an AP? Like I said, an arithmetic progression always have a common difference. So you check if there is a common difference. You can check if there's common difference using your formula for common difference. That's d equal to t2 minus t1, or t3 minus t2, or t4 minus t3. You can use it to get your common difference. So using t2 minus t1, you get 19 minus 15. Using t3 minus t2, you get 23 minus 19. Using t4 minus t3, you get 27 minus 23. Remember, t1 means first term, t2 means second term, t3 means third term, t4 means fourth term. So for the 19 minus 15 part, you get 4. For the 23 minus 19 part, you will get 4 also. For the 27 minus 23 part, you also get 4. So you can see that the difference in between successive terms is 4, 4, 4. So this is a common difference. The difference is common between successive terms. So this is a common difference. So since we have established that there is a common difference, we can say that the series is an AP. So now that we have established that the series is an AP, we are free to use the AP formula. That's Tn equal to A plus n minus 1d. The formula we have said before. Tn equal to A plus n minus 1d. You can use that formula. Now, what we are asked to find is the last term. And they said there are 35 terms in the series. So in essence, they asked us to find the 35th term. The 35th term will be the last term. So we'll look for T35. So T35 will be A plus 34D. Remember how we do it? You reduce the 35 by 1. So that will be the coefficient. A plus 34D. Now, the first term, that's A. The first term of the series that we had was 15. Now D, we found D to be 4. So that you substitute it in. So T35 is equal to 15 plus 34 open brackets, 4 close brackets. So 15 plus 34 times 4, you get 151. That is in all. If you want to multiply the 34 by 4 first, you will get 136. You will get 136. So now the last term, since we have gotten T35 as 151, the last term therefore is 151. So that's how you solve an AP. So let's take another example. Example 2. How many terms are in an AP if the first term, common difference, and last term are 14, minus 4, and minus 10? How many terms are in an AP if the first term, common difference, and last term are 14, minus 4, and minus 10? So they gave us the first term, that's A, which is 14, equals 14. A is equal to 14. They gave us the common difference, D, which is minus 4, and they gave us the last term. So this last term now, you can represent it with Tn. So I look for the nth term. So the nth term is minus 10. So the last term represented with Tn, that is minus 10. So we have the first term, A is 14, D minus 4, Tn is minus 10. So using your AP formula, Tn equal to A plus open bracket n minus 1 close bracket D. Tn is minus 10 equal to A is 14 plus open bracket n minus 1 open close bracket D is minus 4 close bracket. So minus 10 will be equal to 14. Now I want to expand the bracket. So I'll use minus 4 and multiply everything inside this bracket containing n minus 1. So minus 4 times n, you get minus 4n. Minus 4 times minus 1, you get plus 4. So I have minus 10 equal to 14. Now collecting like terms, you have 14 plus 4, then minus 4. So 14 plus 4 is 18. That's minus 10 is equal to 18 minus 4n. Now collecting like terms, carrying minus 4n over to the other side and carrying minus 10 over to this side, you have 4n is equal to 18 plus 10. So 4n, 18 plus 10 is 28. 4n equals to 28. Dividing both sides by 4, you find out that n is equal to 7. So n is number of terms. So you have found out that there are 7 terms in the AP that we were given. So that's example 2. Let's take example 3. Okay. The 5th and 10th term of an AP are minus 15 and minus 45 respectively. The 5th and 10th term of AP are minus 15 and minus 45 respectively. Find the first term and common difference. Find the first term and common difference. So let's take the solution. Now they're giving us the 5th term, T5, as minus 15, and also giving us the 10th term, T10, as minus 45.